This is Chris Long coming to you live from the bowels of the Borgata Resort in Atlantic City. I'm drunk, and the Eagles are 1-0.
Fuck yeah.
Nolan's fucked up too.
Oh,
Go Birds, baby.
fuck yeah.
Go Birds. Everybody's drunk. Blame the lightning delay, honestly, or
No question.
blame Gina, who is a fantastic bottle service employee at the Borgata. And what was she bringing us? Coastal evacuations.
Yeah, Cape May IPAs.
Is
She saw that lightning delay as an opportunity.
She did. She was like, let me get these
Yeah.
guys fucking drunk, see what happens. Listen, I think one of the biggest turning points in the game was the two oldest guys in the link. Well, Eberflus isn't that old, but Fangio's getting up there. And when the lightning delay happened, I'll be damned if they didn't go into. They had 45 minutes to figure shit out, and they both were like, "I want to go the fuck home. We're gonna call some fucking pressures."
Yep.
Out of the break, and I thought that made a huge difference in the game. Dude, all right, listen. This podcast is brought to you by McAllen, the Harmony Collection. Tastes like the inside of an oak tree. It's the Cirque du Soleil crossover that you've all been waiting for. I don't know how old this shit is, but dude, if the Eagles lost that game, I was gonna be like Denzel in flight in the room. And come to think of it, there's nothing in that fridge. I checked when I came in. So cheers to the birds.
Go Birds.
Do you want some?
Sure.
So fuck it. We're already.
If I may.
But more than anything, dude. Yeah, he's wearing a Jim Otto jersey. That's pretty good. I don't know if it's tastes as good as what I paid for it.
That's really good stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Sure. There's a place inside the Borgata called Vintage, and I was like, "Oh, liquor," and I went in there, and I was like, "I know my wallet." So I asked the lady, I was like, "Do you need ID in here?" I was like, "You believe me? I'm 40." And she was like, "Yeah, you're fine."
Right.
It's like, so I I'm wearing it on my face.
Now,
yeah,
with you coming home with this, I imagine this means there's no LeBron X Hennessy in there.
no, this is a totally different deal. This is a McAllen Harmony collection. One more time for the people at home. Anyways, let's dude, the lights. Thank God we got the lights in here. When we went to London to play the Patriots, they brought over these giant, like, fucking seasonal depression lights because of the time change. Didn't help at all. We got our asses kicked. Patriots were on East Coast time.
Yeah.
We were just like, oh my God. So thankfully, lights are here. We can get this breakdown done. Listen, win's a win, man. Like, ultimately, I said before the game, it's going to be tougher this year. And that's not to say that they're not going to get better. But first half, horror show defensively. Second half, not a horror show offensively. Didn't quite close it out.
Yep.
Honestly, came down to, in my opinion, like, I don't want to oversimplify it, but fucking like 3 CD Lamb drops, a Ferguson drop in the end zone. So flying a little close to the sun if I'm the Eagles defense. We said before the game, Adoree Jackson is going to be a theme early in the season. To be a corner in the NFL that's not like at the top of your game and like barreling down on opening day, and you're starting for a team that everybody's watching, and you're to be a corner in the NFL and start, like, you're a great football player.
Yep.
But by NFL standards, it's a motherfucker if you're getting picked on in the opener. And in the first half of that game, like, I threw a zone pouch in. The guys were throwing me pouches tonight. Threw a zone pouch in, start of the game. Adoree Jackson's Eagles career was almost over before I took it out.
Yep.
Jacorian Bennett came in the game. I mean, like, and I guess this whole breakdown needs to be contextualized talking about Jaylen Carter, because I have a quote in my notes earlier that I look back at. And I said, and I quote myself, as bad as you might feel about the deficient, it's not an exact quote, I'm paraphrasing now. If Jaylen Carter plays like Chris Jones, all the deficiencies go away, right?
Yeah.
But Jaylen Carter would have to play.
Yeah. He has to be out there.
That's kind of like, that was the prerequisite of the whole fucking, and I think he can be that good, but he has to. I got to be real for a second because I fucking love the guy. I'd rather say whoa than sick him, right?
Yeah, totally.
But he's got Hall of Fame talent, Hall of Fame. I don't know what that feels like, to feel like, yeah, if you just decide to fly straight, like you're going to be gold jacket. He's that good. He's got to make a decision, and hey, Dak Prescott, it's a cagey move. So that's the old bait spit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's thick beard Dak.
Yeah.
He's a little grizzled. He's a fucking veteran. He knew the minute he, and if you spit through your teeth, it's kind of like I can pawn it off. The minute he did that, and that's the problem with Jaylen now, is like people know your reputation. I can get in this guy's head.
Right. You can poke the bear.
Let's poke the bear. Let's find out. I'll never forget the beginning of this NFL season. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Like there's a memory every opening day. The memory for me is the ball's at the 50-yard line after Jaylen Carter fucking hawks a loogie on Dak Prescott's chest. And they got the card out, for the fullback.
Yeah. Ben Van Summer.
Yes. And Jalen's walking in the fucking, I'm sure the fullback's on the cart. And Jalen's walking in the fucking tunnel and he's passing the cart and he's like, what are you doing in here? And Dom's walking Jaylen in and you're like, golly, dude, it's going to be hard enough. And I think you see why it's going to be hard. I said coming in, like the secondary, it's thinner. So the adjustments, the rabbit that Fangio pulled out of his hat last year, it's not there. If Adoree Jackson's not on the field, then as far as the guys on this team, you're talking about like a guy you just traded for from Vegas and they were willing to part ways with that corner.
Right.
Having to perform at a high level. And so what I did is thankfully we live in a timeline where if you're an Eagles fan, your favorite GM is like down to make a fucking move.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing about watching the Eagles week 1. It's going to change. I have a list of names. Greg Newsome, contract year. Denzel Ward, last year of his deal with guaranteed money. And Nolan put this list together for me in the fucking third quarter. Colts, Charvarius Ward, not too much guaranteed money beyond this year. Jaguars, Tyson Campbell. That wouldn't make people like, people wouldn't be like, now we're getting to the part of the list where people would be like, okay.
We're still in the upgrade territory, though.
Yeah, for sure. And, you threw in L'Jarius Sneed. I doubt they'd do it. These are just names. Right. Diamador, Lenore, I don't think they're folding up the tent like that, although Christian McCaffrey's calf is hurting this week.
It depends where they're at. 4 weeks.
Yeah, dude, like because Lenore, like no guaranteed money after this season. And then you throw in Brandon Stevens, which that would be a public statement, wouldn't it?
Again, unfortunately, an upgrade.
We are in trouble.
Yeah.
Hey, right. Brandon Stevens, we'll take you.
Right.
I don't think it's just I asked Nolan, I go, make me a list of fucking corners that Howie Roseman can go out and get. I like Greg Newsome and Denzel Ward are kind of top of mind for me.
Yep.
Like the first half I talked about the shit show that it was defensively. It starts with your best player making a move like that, which like, again, he got baited, but you gotta know, man, like you gotta know where you are. What is this? Oh, are we live? God damn, I forgot we were live. I was like, well, if I sound too drunk, like we can just not do this. What's up, locals? Sanchez is in the fucking chat. You're on West Coast time, bro. This is a real man's game, dude. It's 1 in the fucking morning. All right. Is chat okay with this?
Chat loves it.
I love the chat, bro. I love the chat, bro. Like, hey.
Rice bowl, Lamau, Chris.
Lamau. Threw in a dip. These guys were taking fucking forever and a day to set up my camera. It's okay.
Mike Davis in the chat said, hell off those refs too. Might be Mike Davis, the NFL player.
No question. What's up, Mike Davis? I enjoy watching you play. Yeah, okay. Easy. Pause. So, the first half was rough. Listen, and the part to me that makes it scarier than last year is, the run game was hitting too. And, like the Atlanta game, I said this before, and I said this to some people in the fucking sports book here too. Where were you last year when we were getting gashed by Atlanta? And Atlanta drove down the field in less than a minute to score. It was the worst thing ever.
Yep.
I was like, oh my God, there's no pass rush. And then by the Super Bowl, they said that's like the best D-line ever. Like people were talking shit like you're fucking bitch ass D-line from 17.
Right.
I was like, yeah, hey, listen, those guys fucking turned it on. You lost Josh Sweat. You lost Brandon Graham. You lost Milton Williams. And essentially, this defense is replacing like 5 starters and 2 guys that were like supposed to start at some point. So Fangio's, he's got his work cut out for him. But I thought Jahad Campbell played like I got to watch the all 22, but fucking the play he made on the seam was like impressive.
Oh yeah.
To pair that with the preseason tape, I really liked the guy. I thought Byron Young made some plays, forced a hold,
Yep.
Got in on the fumble that changed the whole game, right? And so it's not all bad. Uche has some fucking really good rushes. Yep. They didn't call him out on the broadcast, which always drives me fucking insane. But like the guy,
he won on like an inside ghost move.
Barely touched him.
Yeah.
And it's consistent with what I heard out of camp, which was like, hey, Uche might be the best rusher out of the edge guys. Not including Nolan, who'd been there and that sort of thing. And I like Nolan played well. I love Nolan. So the whole point is it's not all bad. Run defense concerns me. Like the game was going to go a different way if Miles Sanders doesn't fumble. Like, let's be real with ourselves here. And so that's something you got to put the fire out around that. But like Jaylen Carter not being on the field, step one. My mission statement for this defense is if you can get Jalen to play like Chris Jones, you're fucking fine. I don't know about fine. So anyways, let's get to the offense because I thought the offense, and that's gonna be your security blanket. You got like fucking a month and a half of tough ass games. What do y'all got? Like naked pictures on somebody? You do?
No.
Come on, let's do it.
Chat said if we got a certain amount of viewers, I have to chat. Aiden said that.
This is me being like, fuck it, let's chug a beer. Like it's not even about me, but I would love to chug a beer. So, like offense played well. I think at the start of the delay, hadn't punted.
Nope.
Right. We knew they'd run the ball, but I thought Patullo and Jalen Hurts and the whole gang, they checked their ego at the door. You know what I mean by that?
Yep.
Come out. It's the first fucking, like, hey, every year it's a new coordinator because this group is like a bunch of kingmakers, right? Like Steichen and Kellen Moore. You come out and you think you want to go, bombs over Baghdad. You barely see AJ Brown in the first half. Big reception at the end there. Yeah. But they kept things like under control. Check downs to Goddard, run game. Jalen was decisive. He had to have like 50, 70 yards rushing. It felt like, so I look at the offense and I'm like, the offense didn't get tested today. That's not to say it was a negative thing. They played as good. They did what they were supposed to do.
Right. And especially the first half, you scored 21 points and AJ Brown hadn't been targeted.
It defines the game.
Right.
you get in the driver's seat that way. The time I was impressed with them was 2 minutes to go, like 140 to go in the half. And you had 3rd and 6, Dotson, like they went for it.
Mm-hmm.
And the game could have been different before the half because at that point, Dallas kicked the field goal in like 40 seconds.
Yep.
And fucked around too. But they hit Dotson on 3rd and 6. And, like they always had Jalen's got that arm arrogance and that like, hey, it's 3rd and 3, but I'm going to take a shot. And I love that. Sometimes I think it's wasteful, but in that moment, I was like, hey, that's badass. And that kind of defined the game to me. Picking up that 3rd and 6 and going for it and going down the field with it, that was awesome. So there's a lot of positive. I think like offensively, if I'm being honest, I don't love the sneak peek at what you look like without Dickerson.
Mm-hmm.
Like that to me is a little jarring, right?
Yeah, the pressure's got to them.
They look more human.
Mm-hmm.
But largely not a lot of pressure on Hurts tonight.
Nope.
Fowler had a couple plays, Nealon.
Yep.
And I'll say this, like as we transition talking about the Cowboys, I kind of brushed them under the rug. And when I do that, I don't mean to disrespect the team. They fought. Totally. Their best player offensively didn't make the plays. They ran the ball. Shoddy said, hey, we want to run the fucking ball.
Yeah.
They ran the ball. They don't have a lot of like great rushers. They hung in there in the second half. They're going to be better than people think, myself included. But I also think like I'm not sure who the Eagles are in this form either. So a win's a win. I think Howie's going to make a move at some point because you can't survive playing a team like the Cowboys. They got 2 like kind of number 1-ish receivers.
Mm-hmm.
To go to the fucking bowl, you got to play some teams like that, and their defenses are going to be a lot better.
Right.
And so I just kind of look at that. Tanner's chugging a beer. Fucking listen to burp. But overall, I think that's it. Like, you got your holes on defense. Luckily, you can fix some things. Offense looks the exact same.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even have to involve AJ.
Yeah.
So, not the exact same. I have worries about the interior offensive line.
Absolutely.
I think if Dickerson's hurt, they're not the same.
The biggest thing to me is coming out of that game, Saquon looked like Saquon. Think about all the plays that looked like they could have been negatives, and he turns them into chunk gains for them. And all those points you score without targeting AJ. So I feel fine about the offense.
Bro,
and then
you're good at this. Like 30 minutes ago, you sounded drunk. Like you're like you got your fucking like sober.
I can fake it.
No, I wanted to compliment him.
I can fake it.
Yeah, he's good.
Matt Roth in the chat said that Nolan has the most elite.
Yep. Well, because he
Yeah.
already knows what I'm saying. We talk about this shit, bro. We were up last night. Hey, listen, last night.
We've had a few 2 a.m.
Dude, we
calls
talk
this
all
week.
the fucking time. And we're just like bouncing shit off and like talking about like scheme at like 1 a.m. I'm stoned or whatever. Last night I get to fucking Philly because I rode the train up. I'm a train guy. And staying, there's a park outside my hotel, and I always stay at this hotel. And like 6 months ago, I was staying at this hotel, right? No, I don't know when it was. Was it for the wedding?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Well,
Might have been
maybe,
something
I don't
else.
know.
It's September now.
It's like between the wedding and now. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So
Shout out Mags.
yeah. Mag's the best. So puts up with you. You fucking all you care about is football. God damn.
No doubt.
Yeah. So I know what that's like. So, yeah, my wife's like, she's like waving me goodbye, like I'm getting on a ship in World War II.
Yeah.
In the fall, like when I come home, it's like I'm gonna like dip her over a Model T and take a picture.
Yeah.
Like after the Super Bowl. So I get to Philly. It's it's nighttime. I get my little DoorDash. And 6 months ago, I go out to the park and there's these dudes out there, and you can tell they're in the park a lot. I come to the park just for have a left-handed cigarette every once in a while. These guys are coming to the park every night. They got a fucking piano. They got like a boom box. They got left-handed cigarettes. So I go out there. They recognize me 6 months ago, and we're having a whole thing. Man, last night I roll up to the hotel. I go out to the park. I got a left-handed cigarette, and I don't have a lighter. And I'm like, somebody in the park's got a lighter. Man, I round the corner. If it isn't my best friends in the world, and one of them's lighting a left-handed cigarette, the same fucking guys are hanging out in the park,
waiting for you.
I'm like, are you guys here every night? Just like park dudes.
Right.
So, yeah. Anyways, it's been a good trip. Fuck. What else is there to say around this motherfucker? You're gonna be like, we want more drunk pods.
I'll give you a stat.
That's pretty easy for me. What stat? Hit me.
So there's been much made about
QVC.
Jaylen Carter ejection, obviously 6 seconds into the ball game. Here's the first sentence from an ESPN article, September 12th, 2005. Okay. 20 years ago, almost to the day.
Fuck yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles linebacker Jeremiah Trotter
Axeman
and Atlanta Falcons cornerback Kevin Mathis were ejected about a half hour before Monday night's season opener following a scuffle during pregame warmups. So that wasn't the earliest Eagle ejection ever.
No.
Actually, the Axeman.
That was wild. I was like, bro, like to have to want to spit on somebody, like some shit. Like I know Dak did that, but if you ever wanted to spit on somebody, like some shit was behind that.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking did it like the fucking people are still settling into their seats. Yeah. And he was like, he's got to get control of himself a little bit. I know that Dak spit it like on the ground, but like when you walk up, get good at not getting caught.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know some people are gonna be like, don't spit, obviously. But like also, like the thing that shocks me about the situation is like, bro, they have a fucking, you see that wire above your head, Jalen? With with the shiny camera that costs $10,000, maybe more, right? That camera. What do you think?
How much was it?
15, 20 grand.
He's saying 4K like the quality.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm talking about it costs like it's a Hyundai.
Yeah, easy.
There's a Hyundai on a wire above your head, bro. What do you think is gonna happen if you spit on Dak Prescott?
Mm-hmm.
Just got to get better there. If we just nip that in the butt and put out the fire at corner and find an ace rusher who I think could be Uche.
Yep.
I don't know if he's going to be like an ace, but he might be your bookend in Nolan.
Every third down.
Yeah, come on in.
Mm-hmm.
Make some noise.
Yep.
Who didn't play tonight was Azeez Ojulari.
I know.
So if he finds his footing.
Yeah, Ojulari. Ralph just pointed that out. I mean, fuck, it's you can tell it's 115 because we're like, hey, if they could get Azeez Ojulari back.
90 grand. 90 grand.
90 grand. Wow.
90 grand.
For that game.
Fucking A. Unbelievable. The funniest quote of the night was, and maybe I'll leave you with this. We'll see. I'm so glad we're live. I started this fucking thing and I was like, yeah, well, we got 10 hours if I say anything stupid.
I'll cut it.
Listen, this is basically, this is IG Live for you. This is like somebody who's like got a problem on IG Live. Nate during the lightning delay, fucking classic Nate. I had the over. Okay. I also had.
No, we had the over.
We all had the over. Okay. And it was the right side. bro. Like,
We were rolling.
bro, execution.
Are you kidding
Don't
me?
blame me. Blame the
It
execution.
wasn't a punt till the 6th minute of the second
Oh.
quarter.
I won Thursday Night Time Machine.
I'm sure you
You'll
did.
hear about that in a second. I fucking had the over. I don't even know what were we talking about there. No idea.
Nate.
Oh, Nate.
quote.
Fucking Nate. Had the over. Lightning delay. We're like, oh my God. Like Tariq's like, I want to go to bed. Dev's fighting for his life, standing next to Mariah
Trico
Taylor
and Collinsworth doing a podcast.
in the fucking tunnel. I text Dev every time he's on TV. I'm like, bro, can you please get her to wear flats or something? Because she is just like you know, undersized. So fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you need to like
Respectfully.
you need to have words with the guy who's like the set director, who's like, hey, you Dev, stand next to Mariah Taylor, 6'2". Nate goes, and Nate's here right now. Nate goes, what the fuck is he doing? He's playing table games, floating around. Nate goes, ooh, I think they're gonna. I think if the lightning delay happens, your bet is like it's a loss.
Void.
It's void.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's not that's not how things work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been through this before, bro. You started planting bad thoughts in my head. Lost the bet anyways. Fuck me, dude.
Wish it was void.
Had Goddard over receptions, and dirty little secret. I had Javonte Williams first touchdown for $100, and that paid for this
Ooh.
bottle of McAllen, and we got the win, so we're good. Also had like Jalen Hurts first touchdown. What's up? What's up? What bet?
Oh, the other one, the running back didn't suit up.
Come here. Say it in the camera. We're live.
240.
He's
I
gonna
had-
sit down.
I
I'm
had
gonna
that-
end the podcast.
I had,
Welcome to the show.
oh man. I was scared I
fuck.
wasn't gonna win this bet because I threw in, what's his name? Jaden Blue.
Dynamite drop in.
Jaden Blue.
You had Jaden Blue.
Yeah.
What'd
he's
you have
a-
Jaden
he's
Blue
a
to do?
third, He's a third string running back for the Cowboys. I threw him in a parlay with Jalen Hurts to score a touchdown and Dallas +8. So those two hit, and because he didn't suit up,
He got voided.
I can't
He
believe
got voided.
you bet against the Birds.
who, me?
Yeah, you had the Cowboys, didn't you?
Was that-
I had Jalen Hurts.
Okay, that's good. All right. So, yeah, spread. It's all good. We still won. You know, everybody got pissed at me. I'm like, bro, have I ever? Speaking of locks, I don't think I've ever given out a lock on the other side of the Eagles, and I still I shred. So that's pretty impressive. I only have 31 teams on the board. So, anyways, let me give out my locks. I want to give out my locks so I can go up to my room and continue to spend some time with this bottle
Oh,
here.
that's a cool bottle.
Isn't it cool? Have a little swig. Tell me what you taste. Pause.
The Harmon collection.
All right, so my locks, I put these in this afternoon. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So here's all the locks for this week. Do you have records from last year so I can rub that in one more time?
You're at 73%. Macon was at 52, and Steve was at 51.
Your boy right here, because all I can do is live in the now. 73% on locks last year. Okay. That's why I got first pick this week. Here's my 5 locks for the week. Packers -2.5. Panthers +3.5. Okay. Little worried about the offensive line. Can somebody check on Aquanu and them? Rams Texans under 43.5. I think it's going to be like a bloodbath, not in a lopsided way, but like I think D'Amico, I said this in the pod earlier, you'll hear it later, is going to be like, hey, how's your back, Matt? Mind if we send extra rushers? Like, have you met Danielle Hunter? Have you met Will Anderson? Have you been to the kill zone? You've been in that Airstream a lot this season. I mean, you know, it's so funny. Like, people don't want to admit this, but like, there is a barbaric side of our game where if somebody's like got a bad back, like, and there's a quarterback, you're trying to hit him hard.
Yeah, it's part
You
of the
know,
game.
so affects the way you call the game. Cardinals Saints under 43.5. And then Brock Bowers over receiving yards 65.5. I'm sorry, Aiden. I don't know who, like, he's got headphones on. Pat's fan here, Aiden. Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
You're going to hear his name a lot Sunday. Yeah, they're going to be, yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah. So Macon put in Giants +6, Miami +1, Detroit +2.5, by the half point to 3. By the way, I bought the half point on where did I buy the half point? Cardinals?
No.
It's a mathematical thing here.
It was you moved one to
Yeah,
hold on.
trust me, it's in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember.
It's all good. Cowboy doesn't remember. And then Megan's got Seattle, San Francisco under 43. I think it's a good play. I like that. And then the wild card bet is Bryce Young, Carolina over 214.5 passing yards. Steve, Giants first half +3.5, Texans +3.5 by the half point. I'm gonna do that in real life. Browns +5.5. He's doing the fucking home division dogs week 1 thing. I see what you're doing, Steve. Lions Packers over 47. Can't argue with that. And then finally, Jets Steelers under 38.5. And with that, I can go to bed, bro. But anyways, cheers. How did Chris Sims come up in the chat? Oh, is it about the Eagles?
Yeah, Matt Roth is kind of roasting him.
Oh, Matt Roth, man. Fucking Matt Roth's on a fucking rampage. But like he used to be at Iowa. Remember Matt Roth at Iowa?
That was my teammate
In Jacksonville. And he fucking was a menace.
Oh my God. Hilarious.
Yeah, shout out to Matt Roth. Shout out to the locals for being awake for this fucking live stream.
Tomorrow, Kevin Clark.
You know, you don't have to whisper. You can come over here and say it.
Tomorrow, Kevin Clark.
Come over here and say it, cowboy.
Yeah, Cowboy.
Get on the podcast.
Tomorrow,
Get on the
Tomorrow.
camera. Come on.
tomorrow, Kevin Clark.
No, get
Tomorrow, I'm walking over.
There you go.
Tomorrow, Kevin Clark. Enjoy tomorrow. It's going to be on YouTube. Kevin Clark. Chris
I'm
and
gonna
Kevin
go hit
Clark.
the
have a
mini bar.
conversation.
Take care.
Enjoy.